We didn't change, this so we changed the kind of, like, strategy a bit in that we started doing, gated content and things that would help us capture intent. We use this tool called Path Factory that's like a kind of middle gate, content repository, um, and so what we did is we would continue to write about the topics that our audience cared about, even if it wasn't directly related to data quality or technology. Like, one of our top articles in terms of SEO and page views was, this article about what the heck is a data mesh. At the time, a data mesh was like this very technical concept that basically was like, it's like a way of structuring your data architecture and building quote unquote data products. It's like super technical and like, beyond me really, but it was something that resonated really well. And so we wrote about how to build a data mesh, why it's important, blah, 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 going on and on and on about that. Then at the very end of those articles, it would be like, if you want a reliable data mesh, or if you want to build a data mesh like with data observability in mind, like talk to us. But 90% of the content was just focused on the actual topic of the data mesh. And so we replicated that with a lot of different topics like building data platforms, building data products, like things that were resonating with our audience and like brought them value and education. And then at the end, it's like, a very specific tie-in, obviously, with your tool, which is, kind of how we were able to be successful. But then we started gating that content, and putting together like ebooks and cheat sheets and like all sorts of things. We did like surveys with Wakefield Research and other kind of things. We also wrote a book with O'Reilly on data quality, which actually was not intended to be a gated asset initially. It was really just, my CEO was reached out to write this book because she was writing so much about data quality, and so they were like, "Oh, you know what you're talking about." And so then, like, we wrote the book together. And so at first, it was just a resource we'd hand out at conferences, and it like built credibility. And then it was like, "Oh, you can like source this, and like you can license this." And so it was our top performing piece of content for many years. And so once you kind of understand the audience, you understand the pain, you describe you portray the art of the possible to them, then you could kind of start capturing that, and they're more willing to trust you, and they're like, okay, like I want to learn more, or like, okay, I want to get more content, or I want to sign up for your newsletter.